Hey Queens, I know I'm always on here being a positive soul, coming on here with a smile, but everything is not that way in reality. So today I'm going to talk about something that I'm going through currently, and I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to be opening up to you all. Maybe one of you out there can help me. Maybe you've been through this, maybe you haven't. As some of you all know, I'm currently a single mother of 3 children, and I'm raising a 13-year-old boy. And it's a challenge for me because I have to be the woman and the man. I have to be the nurturer and the disciplinarian. But it is so tough trying to be both people. So I'm noticing a lot of changes in my son since the situation with the girl. And my son is usually a very sweet boy. He's a good child. I don't have any issues out of him. He's not out here robbing people. He's not out here stealing. He's not out here smoking and, doing things that are very detriment to his family and to who he is as a person. So I really commend him on that. He's a great big brother to his little sisters. But I'm noticing that now, since I've taken some things away, I've taken the phone away, I've taken the game away, and I've taken these things away because I felt a sense of betrayal because of his lies, and then the fact that he was sharing my address, on Snapchat, and I didn't like that. So I kind of took some things away for a second because I feel like sometimes he feels like he's entitled. I digress. We'll talk about that another time, and children feeling entitled and, not appreciating things. So now he's in this rebellious stage where he's starting to kind of talk back to me. It's not too bad. He's not yelling, but he's starting to really get sass and slick out the mouth. And my reactions to this, the same as my reactions to when I found out he was sharing my address and, talking to the little girl the way that he was, about things that, should be in adult form. It's something that should be talked about, amongst adults. I was very angry and hurt. And I noticed that the way that I deal with things is the way that my mother dealt with things when I was growing up. So I'm starting to become someone that I don't want to be because I've always tried my best in not becoming my mom. Not saying that she's a bad person. She had her own issues. And as adults, it is our responsibility to take care of whatever we need to for ourselves in the midst of doing whatever we're doing, raising children, working. It is no one else's responsibility. Our healing is our responsibility. So I'm starting to deal with things the way that she did as a result of him being disrespectful or, talking back to me, or even being a little bit, sass or having attitude. My reactions are kind of harsh, and it's like, I'm like, you can't live in here like that. You're not going to talk to me like this. You're not going to be disrespectful. Well, I don't care. To me, that's disrespect. And it was said in a calm way, but I guess I'm forgetting that I was an adolescent at one point, and that, we all go through these stages and phases where we, get sassy at the mouth, but it's very scary to me. And the reason why it's so scary to me is because I'm afraid of losing control. And I had to dig deep down inside what is making me react this way? Why am I reacting these ways towards these situations? And it's not only with my son, it's with men that have been in my life. Although these men have been toxic or have been doing things to me that they shouldn't, it's all about my reactions and how I react. I should react and handle things with care. So I should do the same thing with my son. I shouldn't be saying, well, you can get out, or you know, I'm taking this phone from you, and yelling and being mad. I mean, I'm not saying the worst things to him, but if I continue down this path with him, then he's not going to want to open up to me or talk to me. He's going to run away from me. I'm going to lose control, and I'm going to, you know, not be able to have a connection with him because of that. And I just realized that, like, you know, damn, I'm reacting like my mother used to react with me. My mother would get mad, curse at me, and say all kinds of mean things, but it was because she was hurting. And as I got older, I understood and I forgave, because I understand where that came from. Now I understand. So I had to forgive her. You know, it took me a while, but I don't want to end up in that same boat. And my mother has done the same thing with men. She's dealt with a lot of trauma and men in her life doing her all kinds of ways and things of that sort, you know. And of course, as women, we have to take responsibility. But I'm starting to notice the pattern. It's not as bad as my mother was, but it's leading into that direction. And it's like, I got to change this. If I continue on lashing out because of in reacting this way, it's only going to push him away further. And that's what it's doing. You know, it has done to men that have been in my life, you know, that I've dated, my kids' fathers. They haven't been the best individuals towards me. No, not at all. To be honest with you, they don't even deserve me now, and they didn't deserve me then, you know, just by, you know, poor treatment. But that's neither here nor there. So what I'm saying is, I had to dig deep down into myself and understand, what is it that's causing you to react this way? So I'm reacting out of fear and loss of control. And I'm using it as a defense mechanism because of that. I'm so afraid that I'm going to lose control, and I don't want someone to walk over me, and I don't want, you know, to let my guard down. So I have to put up this, you know, I have to be tough. I have to show as if I'm tough to try to deter that person from wanting to act out again. But in actuality, it's not doing anything but pushing that person away and making it worse. So I need to start handling these situations with care, even with my children's fathers. Well, the ones who are, well, whenever I get a chance to, if they are there, when they're there, you know, instead of lashing out and being angry and saying things and trying to purposely do things to hurt them. And it's not even purposely doing things to hurt them. I'm not going to allow someone any type of control over me. So, especially, I'm not going to allow anyone to have control over me when you're not being a nice person to me. Especially when I don't deserve it. So, I guess in a sense, it's not, you know, doing things. I mean, we're people. So, do unto others as you want done to you. So, I guess my rationale is, I'm going to treat you the same way that you treat me. But really, that's not really how I should be. I should still be able to be the person that I am and still handle things with care and still act accordingly. And at the same time, being tactful. So I'm still learning this thing called life, and I'm still coming to all kinds of realizations myself because of my improper upbringing. And it's so many different things that I want to share with you all. I'm sure so many of you can relate to this. I don't know a lot of people that's raising teen boys, But it's not only raising teen boys, it's just having these inner conflicts with yourself. But I'm still learning. I'm glad that's the first step, is realization, and I can admit it, that okay, this is a problem, and I have to understand where the root is coming from. Why am I so afraid of people walking over me? Not even why am I so afraid of people walking over me, but why am I so afraid of relinquishing that control? And if they do walk over me, let them go and heal from it. Rejection. It's all about it. All of this stuff is just intertwined, and it's rejection, it's pain, it's losing control, it's allowing someone to walk over you. It's so many different things, especially when you've gone through the traumas that I have in my life, when it comes to men. So, saying this to say, queens, be careful with how you react to things, and try your best to handle things with care. Even in the roughest moments, I know we're not going to always want to be nice. We're going to want to scream. We're going to want to fuss and yell. But try to find somewhere within yourself to maintain who you are throughout the situation in the way that you react, and not let the situation get the best of you and turn you into someone that you don't want to be. Although that's how you feel like reacting. It's all about feelings. And that's another part of this, controlling your feelings and, being able to maintain emotional intelligence. But we have so much to talk about. That's all I have for you today. If you have any comments or questions, or if you can help me out, just put it in the comment box below. Email memovement@gmail.com. If you have any advice for me, during this crucial time and during this process, I'm open to hearing it. I'm open into listening, and I'm open into giving advice as well. Until next time, queens, stay healthy, stay safe, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.